Okay, sorry guys, got a phone call and got interrupted. So let's start again with number 16. Mrs. Plessick has a 17 and 3/4 ounce bag of chocolate chips. She will use 1 1/4 ounces of the chocolate chips for baking the cake. Then she will use 1/4 of the remaining bag for decorating a cake. How many ounces will she use for decorating? So she starts out with 17 and 3/4 ounces, and she uses 1 1/4 ounces. So that is our first step in this two-step problem. We have to find out how much she has left after she's used 1 1/4 ounces. So that would be 17 and 3/4 minus 1 1/4. So 17 minus 1 is 16, and 3/4 minus 1/4 is 2/4. And we can write that in lowest terms. So let's recopy our whole number, and we'll reduce our fraction. We know 2/4 is equal to 1/2. So now she has 16 1/2 ounces of chocolate chips. She's going to use 1/4 of those to decorate the cake. So that is step 2. 1/4 of 16 and 1/2. Of means multiply. So 1/4 times 16 and 1/2. We have to write 16 and 1/2 as an improper fraction. So let's recopy 1/4 times. And remember, we multiply our whole number times our denominator and add our numerator. So 16 times 2 is 32, plus 1 is 33, and our denominator is 2. So let's multiply. 1 times 33 is 33, and 4 times 2 is 8. We have an improper fraction. So we want to divide our numerator by our denominator. 33 divided by 8 is 4 with a remainder of 1. And we write our remainder as a fraction. So she has 4 1/2, she has used 4 1/2 ounces. Okay. Let's go to 17. 17 says, write and solve a real-world problem that involves finding the product of a fraction and a mixed number. So we can say Jim spent 2/3 of 2 1/2 hours mowing. Maybe he trimmed the bushes the rest of the time. So we want to find out how much time he spent mowing. So how much time was spent mowing? I know I'm going pretty fast with this, but you can rewatch the video over and over again until you get it. So of means multiply. 2/3 of 2 1/2. So we recopy 2/3. We're multiplying. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And our denominator is 2. And we can simplify by canceling. We have 2 here and 2 here. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 1 is 3. We have an improper fraction. So we divide 5 by 3. We get 1 with a remainder of 2. So he spent 1 2/3 hours mowing. We label it hours. Okay, number 18. How is multiplying mixed numbers different than multiplying fractions? So of course, to multiply mixed numbers, we need to change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. So we're going to say, I need to change the mixed numbers to improper fractions. Okay, again, if I went too fast for you, you can rewatch the videos over and over again, and the link to the video is on your homework note. Let's look at page 749. They've given us an example here. If you'll notice, to shade this in, they've just followed the brackets 1 1/3 times 2 1/4, and that will give them their numerator. And the denominator is the number of parts that the figure is divided into. So let's look at it. A swimming pool has 2 diving boards. The shorter diving board is 2 1/4 yards high. The taller diving board is 1 1/3 the height of the shorter board. How tall is the taller diving board? So you're going to multiply 2 1/4 times 1 1/3. First, you have to change your mixed numbers to improper fractions. And of course they did that. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is 9, so that's 9/4. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4, so it's 9/4 times 4/3. They didn't simplify by canceling. They could have done that, but they didn't. So 9 times 4 is 36, and 4 times 3 is 12. 36 is an improper fraction. 36 divided by 12 is 3. So the taller diving board is 3 yards high. Okay, let's look at our problems that we have to do at the bottom of the page. Number 1 is 5 1/3 times 1 1/4. We're going to multiply the whole number times the denominator and add the numerator. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, and our denominator is 3. And we're multiplying. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And we have 5/4. Now, we can simplify by cancellation. 4 and 16 have a common factor of 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. And our new problem is 4/3 times 5/1. 4 times 5 is 20, and 3 times 1 is 3. We have an improper fraction. Let's divide our numerator by the denominator. 20 divided by 3 is 6 with a remainder of 2, and we write our remainder as a fraction. So our answer is 6 2/3. Let's look at number 2. We have mixed numbers that have to be changed to improper fractions. 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 is 7.